Good morning, adventurers. Wasn't very loud on the parade. You try.
Good morning, boys and girls and adults. I like that song that says, I think, I can't sing, but I can sing that one. La 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 la.
Okay, I'm afraid. Time for our worship. This morning we're talking about staying connected to God. So, all together, if we can read the scripture, which is taken from the Gospel of John, the 15th chapter.
Yep. That's it. Let's read together.
You all know this. Let's read together.
I am the, you are the, if you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing.
Amen. Stay connected to God. Okay, this morning we're going to talk briefly about the story of Nehemiah. You'll know from your Bibles that a long time ago the Israelites were taken into captivity and Nehemiah had to go and live in Babylon. And in fact he had a job there as the... Does anybody know what his job was?
Yes.
What was his job? He was a cupbearer. Yeah? Yes, cupbearer.
So he was the cupbearer. So what did he do? Was that a nice job?
Yes, he jumped the McDonald's like I did. So I ate the McDonald's like I did. So anything goes to the king, you know, it has to pass through him.
Okay. What was his job as the cupbearer? He had to taste the wine for the king, because in those days it wasn't uncommon for people to try and poison the king or people who were in positions of power. So he had the job to taste the wine. Some might say that was a rather nice job, much better than what you did yesterday.
No, McDonald's, blended McDonald's is the best. Anyway.
Now, whilst he was in captivity, some of his friends came to visit him because he longed and mourned and was unhappy about the state of the way his people were treated in his country back in Israel. And they told him that things had got far worse. So he cried, he wept, and he prayed. That's what Nehemiah did. That's what we need to do when things get really difficult. Mums and dads, you know what that means. Prayer, yes? Prayer without ceasing. I can't hear you, mums and dads. Yes, yes. And we have to pray for our children every single day. You can see for yourself the words that he prayed. He prayed and he fasted. And one day, when he was working before the king noticed that Nehemiah was really unhappy. And he asked him why his face was so miserable. And what do you think he replied? First of all, did he reply straight away?
No, what did he do first? Say, shout it. What did he do first? He prayed.
He did something else.
What else did he do?
Yes, I heard the F word, which is a good word. He did what?
He fasted.
He fasted.
He didn't eat any McDonald's.
Again, mum and dad, you know what it is to pray and fast. Yes? How many children fast and pray? Not many. But sometimes I find that when you fast and pray, God responds. God responds in the way that you want him to respond. Okay? So he prayed, he fasted, and then he told the king how sad he was about what was happening to his people, and that he wanted to go and help them to rebuild the land. And how do you think the king responded? He asked him a couple of questions first. Let's see how well you know the Bible.
What did the king respond? What did the king say?
Before the king responded, he asked 2 questions.
What? What was going on? Yes? What is it you want?
Amen.
What's going on?
What is it you wanted? What does he want? And he also asked him how long he was likely to be away, because the king did not want to lose his cupbearer. So Nehemiah was able to respond, and the king said yes, and also granted him a lot of resources. The queen was happy too, because she knew that Nehemiah would be coming back, and they were granted resources to go and help to rebuild the land. And then, of course, he came back. It wasn't an easy journey, but then we have to understand continuous praying and fasting and trusting in Jesus. And Uncle Craig, it's over to you.
It's the last time with you, boys and girls, and I want to leave you to remind you that you must stay committed to God. Stay committed to God. Don't ever give up. We are talking about God's world, our world, but we have to stay committed to God. We have to stay committed to each other, and we have to stay committed to the world. I'm going to call Rue. Is Rue here? Rue, come here, Rue. Rue is one of my Bricks Kids presenters. If anybody know about Bricks Kids, she sings and she does lots of things. And Rue, come up, Rue. Rue, how are you? Let me get the mic for you, Rue. Rue, you okay?
Yes.
You okay? Now, are you strong?
Kind of.
Kind of. Every Bricks Kid is. Anyway, Rue, can I ask you to tie that for me? Tie it in a knot. Is that easy? Was that easy?
Yes.
Yes, okay, hold this mic for me. You see, when we think things are easy, when we are not connected with God, when we're not staying connected with God, think it's easy for the devil to just come and twist us, and tie us in a knot, and we can't do anything. And that's what happened with Ruth. But I want you boys and girls, adults, the same, to stay connected with Jesus. Make sure you have Jesus inside of you. It's like this rod. I'm going to put him here. And I'm going to show you what happened when you have Jesus inside of you. Now, Ruth, do the same for me. Can you tie that and put it like you did? You see? She can't do that. Because she's staying connected with God. She's staying connected with God. So all you need to do is to connect with God. Stay connected with God. Thank you very much, Rue. Rue is our biscuit presenter. You don't need any of my biscuits. We have a whole lot. So, first thing, stay connected with God. All of us need to stay connected with God. I'm going to call 3 other people. Kiki, Ishmael, and Trevin. Come for me. Now, these are from Bricks and J's. And you notice I'm wearing Bricks and J's too? Yeah. Because they're my club. So I'm calling them up. So what I have here is to show you that why we need to stay connected. We need to stay connected with God, but when we stay connected with each other, we need to make sure we are connected with God in the center. Now, I want you to face this way. You face this way. Yeah, like this. Right, I need you to have your hand like this. See? Yeah, right. I have rubber bands here. Right, and I'm going to show you. Hold this, and you hold this one. And you hold this one here. And you hold this part here. Right. So we need to stay connected not only with God but with each other. But we need to have God in the center of everything we do. Jesus must be in the center of everything we do. Now the problem is, when we don't have Jesus in the center of what we do, things get stretched. I'm not Jesus, but I'm in the center, representing Jesus. Now, what I want you to do, boys and girls, You should just step back and start stretching. Don't go back. You can stay right there. You keep going. Keep going. Don't move your hand. Don't move your hand from your hand. Come. Hold your hand right here. Don't move. Just and pull the string. Don't move your elbow. Don't move your elbow. Just stay like this. Yes. And then pull. What is happening to the string? It's stretching, and we get stiff. And if we stretch, what will happen? If you go further, what will happen? It will break. So the further we go away from God, the further we don't have God in our midst, the further we get. Don't let go. Don't let go. I know why he's letting go. He's afraid of it being popping. He's afraid of it popping. And it's stretched. And what happens if it pops? It hurts. It hurts. And that's what happened with our family, boys and girls, adults. We need to make sure we are not stretching away from Jesus. We need to make sure we get closer to Jesus. When we get closer to Jesus, it's so easy. We have lots we can do. So, I want you to remember always, thank you very much. They were so tense, they were afraid it would break. So, your bricks kids, I'll talk to you later. Your bricks in jail, so I'll talk to you later. Now, when we are connected to Jesus and we are connected to each other, we can't help but share in His Word. When we share His Word, we can't keep quiet. We tell others about Him. We don't sit down. When we leave here today, we don't go back and just sit down. You need to tell them about all the McDonald's you're not going to eat anymore. You need to tell them about all the rice that I'm going to use and all the salt, and you're going to be the salt of the earth. So you need to make sure you do that at all times. And one last thing I'm going to do before I close. You know what? I'm going to can you send no, I want you to send one of your Pathfinders to me, one of your adventure to me. And I need, can you send me one of your adventure? Yes. Yeah? You send me one of your adventure. So where's the one you send it? Okay, come for me. And one more. Okay. I'm coming to that side. You two stay here. Come for me. Yes. Up. Yeah. Now, I want you. I know I can't pick you all, but you know what? You know what? I can't pick you all, but what will happen? I will come to your church and then we can pick you all. Okay? Now, what we need to do, stay connected. And when we stay connected, this is the last of the rice that my wife had. And I took it home. But yesterday was Sunday, she didn't need any rice and peas. When we stay connected with Jesus, it's just rice in a bottle. But what I want to show you is that it's what will happen when you stay connected with Jesus and make sure you don't have anything inside of you, any space for the devil to come in your way. So, I'm going to show you this rice here. If you hear it, can you hear it? Yeah. Lots of space, I can hold more rice. This one, we are so together in here, so together. Hear nothing? There's not a space for the devil to come in your way, not a space. So, all I'm going to show you with my skewer stick for the barbecue is I want both of you to come and show you what happens if you have space. So this one has space. This one has no space for the devil to come in. I'm going to ask both of you to push your stick as far down as to the bottom. Push it right down, right down, right down. Yep. And you push it right down. Right. That's it. Now hold the top of it right here. And I'm going to show you what happens when you leave the space for the devil. You really can't get very high. You can't do things the right way. You can't show others anything because you have left the space for the devil to come in. And you're not connected and not committed to God. You're 1 foot in, and remember what happened yesterday? 1 foot in and 1 foot out never works. All I want you to do is to hold this and lift it up. Let's go. After 2, 1, 2. Go. Lift it up. See what happened? Lift up yours high. Higher, higher, higher. See? When you are packed up and connected, you can go higher. When you leave space for the devil, there's nothing you can do but just show yourself. Show yourself. But here you can go with others. And you're connected. Thank you very much. See me at the end. I'll give you your present. Now, I told you I'm not a magician. Both of you come for me. I'm not a magician. One thing you have to do is to make sure you give your life to Jesus. We might feel, boys and girls, I'm not really a good boy and a good girl. Adults might feel we have too much sins in our life. This is like our life. Right? Let's turn it around. And you hold it for me. And can you read some of the words that you see on that? Can you read some of the words that you see? Tell me some of the words that you see. Steal. Steal. Yep. Kill. Yes. We get angry. We lie. We become selfish. We gossip. We bully. We get jealous. And there's so many things you can tell me, and our life becomes like this. A dirty, rotten, nothing, and we feel so sad. But, hold this for me. When we give our life to Jesus, when we give our life to Jesus, and we go and pray and ask Him to help us, pray and ask Him to help us. So, you give your life to Jesus, push it down, and go way down, right? You give your life to Jesus, and you say, Lord, I know I've done wrong. I know I've done all these things. I want you to take my life. Take my life and let it be consecrated. Yeah, that song. When you sing that song and you go to God, take out your life and show them what comes. Look, take it out. Show them what comes out. You're a new person. Show them all the sins are gone. No more. And you have to give your life to Jesus. That's what you need to do. Thank you very much. You can go and see me after. One last thing. Can you, in the purple right at the front there? Yes? Yep. One last thing before I go. Let me help you up here. Right. One last thing to stay connected. This is a piece of cotton ball. Right? Can you pull it apart for me? Pull it apart. Yeah, easy. Now that cotton ball is made into a string. Can you pull that apart for me? Let me give you this little one here. A nice little string. Pull that. Can you pull it apart? Yeah, easy to break. It's a bit thicker now. Let's pull it apart. It gets more difficult to break because the cotton is twined and made into even a stronger thing, a rope. Can you think you can pull this? You pull and me pull. Can't pull. So when we are together, we are stronger together. Thank you very much. I'll see you after. So boys and girls, adults and everybody, what I want you to remember is that what we have talked about this week. We started by saying God made everything and it was good. We said God shows character through creation and He showed it through love. We said God will give us strength to look after the world and He gives us power. And we talk about God speaks through nature, but we have to be obedient. And today we're saying we need to be committed. So I want you to say this with me. God's good love is powerful when we are obedient and committed. Let's say that again. God's good love is powerful when we are obedient and committed. And that's the message I want to leave with you today. And as you go to your homes and go to the various ways and enjoy your holiday, remember, God's good love is powerful. You can be anything, you can do anything through His power. God love is only when we are obedient to His word, we can really see His word manifesting in us. And we have to be committed to God, committed to each other, committed to taking care of our beautiful world, a world that you and I are going to be a part of. So I thank you very much, and I wish you all the best, and I hope to see some of you in the very near futures when I come to your churches and you see me anywhere. Just come and say hi to me. I look forward to having you and see you. Have a blessed day, and thank you very much.
Come on, give it up! We can do better. We can do better than that. Yes. Come on, give it up,
And I can't do it without Auntie Judy. Say hello to her.
Yes.
Good one, Auntie Judy.
Come on, Judy.
Come on, Auntie Judy.
Give it up for Auntie Judy! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, I don't think I could mimic anything that Craig was doing. It's a gift. It's a talent. It's a ministry. Craig, thank you. And we wish you, you guys for you're doing great with Big Kids. And when we decided to invite you, I had an expectation, but I think you've even exceeded. I had a high expectation, but you've exceeded that expectation even much more. And so, Auntie Judy and Uncle Craig, we've got some gift for you. You want to come on? We just want to appreciate what you've done for us. So to give you one of our iconic SEC Pathfinder hoodies. One of our gifts that we want to give you. Thank you very much for your time and for your ministry here with us this weekend. Yes? God bless you. Okay. It's time for awards, right?